Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people. You're back again with Talk Football. It is our Fantasy Premier League show, week two. We got a bit to cover on today, but as you all know, I'm also quite new to this Fantasy Premier League, so I'm trying to figure it out myself, to be honest. But yeah, without further ado, let's get the other things out of the way. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and also join with me on the chat because it's very important. I get to know what you feel, I get to know what you think, and also you can help me become a better fantasy football. How would I say, player? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but somebody in fantasy football. That's the whole idea here. But yeah, as I said before, without further ado, let's bring out the team. So last week we had Allison in goal. Had a prob- Probably didn't have a shocker per se, uh, but didn't give us many points. Just gave us 1 point. Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't do much in the sense of messed up the thing with regards to in the thing with regards to the goal against Mitrovic. Cancelo clean sheet gave us some good points. By the way, people have pointed out to me that I have misspelled the word fantasy in the overlay. Ah, there you go. All that fucking education, isn't it? You misspell a word. What to do? What to do? I'll change it on the next stream. However, then moving on, Reece James, Everton, had a clean sheet, 7 points, which was pretty good. Matty Cash, no points, don't like it. Mohamed Salah coming through. Martinelli coming through. Marcus Rashford might be sold, might have to change him. Pedro Neto might come through. Harry Kane, 4 points because he's the captain, and Gabriel Jesus, where everybody had him in the team. And bloody hell, did nothing. Unfortunately, I did have Gabriel in the team, but ended up in defense, but ended up in the bench and got 7 points. But because of stupid Matty Cash and Trent Alexander Arnold, he can go in the team and give me more points. It is what it is. But we move. So going to the league, let's check out the league. So the league that we are currently in is Talk Football's Domain Pain. Current rank, we are at 10th place out of 14, which is actually not that bad. Not that bad with 47 points. So hoping to recover this season, hoping to recover this week. So the guy at number one has 75 points. Jesus Christ, how the hell did he do that? Let's go check it out. 75 points. He had Haaland. He had Salah as a captain, Haaland as a vice captain, Martinelli, Rashford. There you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, this situation that we have. So, we have James playing against Tottenham, Cash playing against Everton, Trent Alexander playing against Crystal Palace, and Cancelo playing against Bournemouth. So this back line is pretty good. However, what I will be thinking of doing is maybe substituting Gabriel for Rashford. Because I think we only get one transfer, which is a free transfer this week. So we can't make much changes. If we do more than one transfer, what's going to happen is we are going to, get minus points, which is what we don't want. So now we got Pedro Neto that is playing against Fulham. And then we got Harry Kane playing against Chelsea and Gabriel Jesus playing against Leicester, Martinelli playing against Leicester. So I'm going to put some faith in Gabriel Jesus for this week. Hopefully, he gets some goals against Leicester. Harry Kane, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. But I think I might keep him. I think I might keep him. Uh, how? Let's see. Let's see. Um, I think that's the change I might be doing for this week. But because we have free transfers and we do have 500,000 left, maybe we can take Neto out and then try and bring him someone else. So, what about Pascal Gross? Let's put him in there. Brighton are playing Newcastle, so maybe there might be something. Brighton are playing well, so we'll keep him. No, so we'll keep him here and we'll use it in that way. So, right now, we got the team sorted out for game week number 2. We still got Allison in goal. Who the hell put Martinelli? Right, okay, done. And save. We could do an Arsenal and do a free hit. However, I got to say this, guys, before we do anything. In the almighty words of Mikel Arteta, when we are a loser, guys, we are a stronger, guys. So, no worries. Believe. So, we got Alisson in goal, Alexander Arnold in for defense, Cancelo in defense, James in defense, as well as Matty Cash in defense, and Gabriel as just a normal centre back. Maybe he might get a goal, maybe in a corner or something. However, the reason why we have these four is they do cross into the box a lot, so there is quite a bit of chance that we might get an assist from them, as well as these 3 or 4 players are actually from a team that has a very good defense as well. So we might have a chance of getting some extra points. We always know Mohamed Salah will do his thing. Hopefully, he will do his thing against Crystal Palace as well. Martinelli, hopefully, he does his thing against Leicester. He did have a very good game against. Who the hell did they play before? I don't know. They played somebody. Who did they play? They played Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. So Pascal Gross, who got 2 goals against Manchester United, maybe he can at least get a goal or an assist against Newcastle. Harry Kane, I hope he doesn't score against Chelsea, but he's still in the team just in case because this is fantasy football. I need to be impartial. Harry Kane can bog off and die. I don't give a shit, but still, he needs to give me some points. Maybe not, but hopefully Jesus can give me some points. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Mohamed Salah the captain and Gabriel Jesus the vice captain. So if he flops, not much of a harm, to be honest. So that's all good. But what do you guys think? Are you guys happy with this type of formation? I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from and how I'm setting this team up at the end of the day, because we need to be very conservative and we need to be in a space where we can get the maximum points out of each player, because at the end of the day, a center back doesn't have to be a center back in fantasy football terms. It can be a right back, it can be anything, because it's just given in as a defender. So that's what we try to do. Everybody in the chat, now we come to the most important thing when we come to talk about the Premier League. So last week we did have some predictions going on for the games. So it was Pav, me, and Twisted. We were predicting. So Pav predicted a draw in the first game, then a Crystal Palace 3-1 victory for me, and Crystal Palace victory for Twisted as well, which we got wrong. Then we got Liverpool winning the game. I predicted Liverpool to win the game, but Twisted predicted Fulham to win the game. He was very, very close, but this game ended as a draw, so none of us, got our predictions right. In the third game, which was Bournemouth versus Aston Villa, Pev predicted Villa. I predicted Bournemouth. Twisted predicted Villa as well. However, I got that right. And then in the fourth game, Leeds versus Wolves, Pev predicted Wolves, I predicted Leeds, and Twisted predicted a draw, which ended up in a Leeds victory, which was given to me. Uh, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Pev predicted a Newcastle victory, which he got right. I predicted a Nottingham Forest victory, and Twisted predicted a Nottingham Forest victory, which both of them got right. Then it was the Spurs game versus Southampton. We all predicted a Spurs victory. We all were right. The Everton Chelsea game, we all predicted a Chelsea victory. We all got it right. However, I was the only one who actually said 1-0 to Chelsea, which was actually pretty good. Then we go into Brentford versus Leicester. We all Pev and I predicted a Brentford victory, so which means we did not get that right. And Twisted predicted a Leicester victory, which he did not get right as well because it ended up in a draw. Pev predicted a draw for the United game. I predicted a United win for and Twisted predicted a United win as well. How wrong were we? They were absolutely shit. And then the City game, Pav predicted a City victory, which means he got it. I predicted a City victory, which was, I actually said 2-0 as well, which was pretty good, I guess. And Twisted went with a 1-0 cheeky for West Ham, which he got wrong. So Pav got 1, 2, 3, 4 right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right. And Twisted got 3 correct. So Twisted, maybe if you are a betting man, not do it. Do not forget to save your changes. That's a good point, to be honest. That's actually a very, very good point. That's what happened with my bloody overlay. That's all right. Anyway, moving on to game week 2. Everybody in the comments, I want to hear from you. I want to see your comments. And then, we can keep this thing going. Right. Game week 2. We got Aston Villa facing up Everton. What do you guys think? Tell me, what do you guys think? For me, it is I predict an Aston Villa victory. Aston Villa win. What do you think? Anybody else in the comments, please let me know. But if you're watching the playback as well, please put it in the comments so we can see it later on and we can go from there. And Twisted comes up with a draw for this game. Game number 2, Arsenal Leicester. What do you guys think? I'm predicting an Arsenal win. Actually, I'm predicting a 1-0 win to Aston Villa as well and a 1-1 draw to Twisted for the Villa game. For the Arsenal game, I'm predicting a 2-0 Arsenal victory. Bloody hell. I've never predicted Arsenal to win so much. Twisted going with something similar. Arsenal 3-1. Then Brighton versus Newcastle with my man Joe Linton in defense. My man Joe Linton is going to run riot in that American Express Arena or someplace. I'm going to predict a 1-0 to Newcastle. How about you, Twisted? Oh, wait. Brighton. How can it be Brighton 2-2? It's a draw. Then we got Manchester City versus Bournemouth. I am predicting a 4-0 to City in this. I'm predicting a 4-0 to City. Others, just get it in the comments. Love to see it. Southampton versus Leeds. I'm going to go a 2-1 victory for Leeds. I'm waiting for your City 4-0 as well for Twisted. Uh, Want to see your Leeds prediction as well. Wolves versus Fulham. I'm going to go 2-1 to Fulham. And 2-1 to Leeds for Twisted. I'm going to go 2-1 to Fulham. Brentford, Manchester United. Now, this is going to be quite interesting. Ivan Toney versus. What did I call that guy before? Ivan Toney versus the Bilbo Baggins of modern day football. Oh, right. Okay. I see where this is going. I see where this is going. But I am a lone ranger. I am a lone ranger today. I am a lone ranger today. Brentford versus Manchester United. I would love to see your thoughts and your feelings with regards to what you think the result is going to be. Ivan Toney against Bilbo Baggins. Will Ivan Toney do his thing? Show him who the real men are in the Premier League, or is Harry Maguire gonna do a Harry Maguire again? You never know. You never know. However, I am even in saying that I am gonna actually predict a United 2-1 victory for this as well. 2-1 to United, and Twisted predicted the same. United 2-1 as well. Nottingham Forest, West Ham. I'm going to predict a 1-0 victory to West Ham. Twisted's favorite player of all time is playing in that team, which is Declan Basmati Rice is playing in the team. By the way, guys, if you still want to join our fantasy league, the link is in the description below. Please go ahead, join the league. We love to have you in there as well. And Patrick has come in, and the saltiness of Patrick is showing in this situation. 3-1 to Brentford. We could see it, Patrick. We could see it. No matter how many Premier Leagues you have, my guy, you will never be as big as Manchester United. There is only one club in Manchester. That is Salford FC. That was a bit of delayed. But then we go. Twisted, I am waiting for your. Oh, yep, I see it. 1-0 to Forest. Forest to signed a million players, by the way. And 2-0 to Forest as well. Oh, no, 2-0 to West Ham. And we got Dan in the chat as well. Dan saying, 1 second. Dan coming in hot, saying 2-2 draw in the Forest, 2-2 draw in the Brentford game. So then we got Chelsea versus Spurs. We got Twisted saying 2-2 for Spurs. How can it be 2-2 for Spurs? It's a 2-2 draw. Anthony trying to twerk for United could never be me. Oh. 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 Right. I would love to see your prediction on the Spurs Chelsea game. We got Dan saying 1-1 on the Chelsea game. Holy crap, Pat! And then we got Pat saying 6-0 Spurs. I'm actually gonna go 1-0 to Spurs. I'm predicting my team to be sixth. So there you go. Pat already predicted the Crystal Palace versus Liverpool game, and he predicted it to be a draw. And I am actually going to predict this as a 2-0 to Liverpool. I would love to see what Twisted has to say. Yep, Twisted gone in at 3-0 for Liverpool. So there you have it, guys. We have predicted all the Chelsea games, but I do need to have the prediction from Dan as well for the Liverpool Crystal Palace game, and I want to hear his prediction on the Nottingham Forest versus West Ham game as well. So if you can put it on the comments down there, then that would be wonderful. Chelsea to be relegated. Maybe, bro. Maybe. We never know. We never know. I know. I understand. I understand where you're coming from, Pat. I understand. You would love to have Kukurea in your team. You know, you would love to see him come in running down the wings, putting that cross in for your Timo Lukaku Haaland to tap it in. I know you would have loved to see it, bro. However, you know, it didn't happen. Sorry to say. But Dan has come in, predicted the Liverpool game, Liverpool 2-0. And he said West Ham 3-0. So we have done our predictions for this week. Okay, Liverpool 0, Palace 1. Oh, Pat backing down. He got scared of the Nunez effect. That's what happened. He's got scared of the Nunez effect because he knows when Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is like, you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is actually coming down the wings, playing in that midfield, moving up little by little by little, putting that cross in for the Scouse Tarzan. He's gonna head it in, and he's gonna win it. He's got Patrick sweating. He's got Patrick sweating at this moment in time. I know what's going to happen because I predicted Liverpool to win the Premier League anyway. So right, we got one more comment from Mr. Pat. Sergio Gomez is better than Floprella. You weren't saying that about a few weeks ago, isn't it? You weren't saying that. You weren't saying that. I can feel it, bro. I can really, really feel your tears in this. I really can. I really can. However, yeah, just going back to what we have on our fantasy Premier League team. As you may know, we only were able to make one change and bring somebody on to the team from the bench. Looking at the teams that they're playing this season, I still got Allison in goal. I'm expecting him to have a clean sheet, which is going to be 7 points over there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, hopefully an assist into that clean sheet as well. Cancelo to do something in the Bournemouth game, which he is capable of. Reece James versus Tottenham. I am not sure. If the game ends 0-0, I'll be happy because I'll still have that points for the clean sheet, which is pretty good. Matty Cash against Everton. They need to do something because Everton is shit. Um, Gabriel versus Leicester. I put him in instead of Marcus Rashford, who is absolute garbage. So hopefully, if Arsenal is able to keep a clean sheet, I will have some points from them over there. Salah against Crystal Palace, but Salah is inevitable. He is the Thanos of the Premier League. That's it. He is the Thanos of the Premier League. I captained him for this week as well, hoping to get some points if he scores some goals or get some assists. Martinelli against Leicester. Hopefully, he can do something in that game. I did uh, make uh, make one transfer. That was Pascal. I smell gross for Pedro Neto because they're playing Newcastle and Brentford is actually playing quite well. They have a good team. They have a good system. They have a good manager in what's his face. However, Graham Potter, and hopefully they might be able to get something going on. I removed Harry Kane as the captain for the Chelsea game because I don't want him to do anything, but I gave it to Salah, a more competent player in getting more points in fantasy football. However, I am still sticking with Gabriel Jesus and Kane. I am putting my faith in Gabriel Jesus. I have never put any faith in so many Arsenal players in my life. I hope they do not let me down. So that was the team of the week. Not a so just to finish off everything. How am I? How am I scared? I said Crystal Palace won. Oh, Liverpool nil. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. My God, that team stinks, bro. Ha ha ha. Maybe you should join. Maybe you should join. Not a bad team, but De Bruyne versus Bournemouth. But that's the problem. I did not have enough cash to make that change for De Bruyne. In an ideal world, I would have had De Bruyne in this team, but I was kind of short sighted. So now I have to make peace with what I have. Hopefully, if I do have a few more free transfers in game weeks ahead, I'll make that change moving forward. But this is the team. We also had our predictions already sorted out for the upcoming game week. Hopefully, you guys can join us on Monday for our Premier League Team of the Week, as well as, every Friday we are doing our Fantasy Premier League show as well. Next time on Friday, when we meet, the word fantasy in our overlay will be spelled correctly. So, hey, but let it be. Let it go. Let it go. But that's all the time we have for you folks. Thank you for joining us as always. You guys have been brilliant. Everybody who has joined us live and also watching us on the playback, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video on your socials. From me, Mr. Anthony CFC, this is a goodbye, good night, and God bless. And hope to see you on Monday with the Premier League Team of the Week. Thank you.